All right, today I took a loss. I had lost $362 on two accounts, so I lost a total of $724. And I'm about to go through my process of what I was thinking today. So coming into market open on the higher time frames, I was I was bullish. I was completely bullish because obviously like we tapped into this gap right here, and then it shot up, and then obviously it's in a bullish market. You know what I'm saying? So I was bullish, and then but then I switched to bearish, and what made two things made me switch to bearish. And well, number one, I said I wasn't gonna take a trade down to the downside unless I had a reason to on a 15-minute. That's how I determine like if I need to switch directions. As if I don't know, it been working for me. So either I would need an inverse on a 15-minute or a break of structure on a 15-minute. So I didn't even get the full break. I went ahead because I need a full break. I need a candle closure below whatever I'm aiming for. So I was like, I need to inverse this gap, and then I'll look for sales. Right. We tapped in. Did we inverse it? No. We tapped in. We did not close below. So we did not inverse it. So that's number one. That's the number one mistake I made. But the thing that made me switch, and I was so confident that it was going down because it got real hesitant once it got to this area right here in this gap, this hourly gap right here. So it tapped in. It tapped in obviously, and then look on the 5-minute, it started rejecting. So I knew like it was coming down, right? But I took it off the first time. But this is the problem. So my direction wasn't wrong, but the problem was I didn't follow my steps to a T, and I actually knew that this was gonna play out. And I got in a trade. I actually got in a trade. It was going up. I was up $20, and then I closed it. And the reason why I closed it is because I knew what my strategy is, and my whole thing is I'm supposed to be moving robotic. So I purposely went out on a red day because I didn't want to reward bad behavior because I shouldn't have took the trade in the first fucking place. So yeah, I was like, no, I'm going to ahead and take my L. I'm gonna just have to make it back instead of revenge trading. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I took my trade to a T, if I would have done exactly what I was supposed to do, then I would have took that trade because I'm like, all right, it just didn't play out that time. But no, I didn't because once again, I did not wait to take my sell only after we inversed this gap. Because if we would have inversed the gap, I would have been like, all right, cool, we for sure bears. But sometimes they tap in and then they leave. So I did not wait for the inverse. That's number one. And then that's another thing. So boom, what I seen was we had this 5-minute gap here. I'm gonna delete this, get it a little less messy. So what we had was this 5-minute gap right here. Boom. Because once it tapped in the first time, once it tapped into that hourly gap that I had marked out right here. Once we tapped into this hourly gap, I was like, all right, cool. I'm ready for the sale. So boom. It made a fair value gap. We tap back in. So this is the thing. So when I go down on the 1-minute, what I need is either a 1-minute inverse or a 1-minute break of structure. But it has to be when the candle closes. Did I wait till this candle close? Because this is exactly where I got in. I was like, if we get a break of structure, this is my low right here. Because we got a down candle and an up candle. You take the lowest point of those two candles, and then that's the low. So this was my low. What I would need is a closure under this low. As soon as the market went under here, right, I hit sell. And I put my stop right above, I put it above this high and into this gap. Because I was like, if it's in this gap, if it go in this gap, I'm wrong. So boom. I did not wait. And that's my whole thing. I'm supposed to wait for an inverse. I'm supposed to wait for a break of structure. I did not wait for the candle closure. I jumped in. So I fucking lost because I didn't follow my rules to a T. And I didn't want to reward bad behavior because then I'm going to probably keep doing that shit. Like, oh, let me fix it. Not being okay with a red day. I've been on a win streak anyway. So I didn't even document the first combat I did. I didn't even document it. But I've been on a win streak. So I was like, shit, I need some humbling. So I purposely did not take another trade, and I could have took all these lows that I marked out. I could have went from here. I could have took this and had well, actually, hold on. So what I probably would have took if I would have took another one. I actually don't know because it don't really give you nothing. It really don't give you shit, if I'm being honest. But I knew it was gonna drop. That's what I did know. So I probably would have. It didn't actually. I probably wouldn't even had a trade today. This would be a day I would have no trade because it don't go with my strategy. It didn't tap back into no gaps. It didn't tap back into an order block. It didn't tap into equilibrium. It didn't do shit. So it should have really been a no trade day. And I was already hesitant anyway because look at this bullshit in the beginning, like when market even opened. So I shouldn't even took a trade. I took a loss today. Yep, my dumb ass. I didn't. Then jumped in. I didn't forget the goddamn entry. I can't even see a good entry on this month because it ain't wasn't one. I took a terrible entry. Rushing. So yep, loss for the day. We'll get back on it tomorrow.